Warren Hill regulated from the crease tonight as the Orange dominated Hobart 18-5. The junior transfer had 17 saves for Syracuse. With Randy Stott's status still up in the air, the Orange resumes ACC play when the team travels down to North Carolina to take on the Tar Heels on Saturday. Chinoso Aboko played the most minutes he's played this year, and Coach Boeheim says he has plenty of room to grow. The Orange had 4 players in double digits, but the most impressive was Tyler Lydon. The true freshman lit it up in the second half and was big for the Orange in their comeback. Nicky Galasso played well in his homecoming to Chapel Hill. The senior attackman netted 3 goals against his former team, but the fairy tale ending was not meant to be. Lydon and the other freshmen hope to continue their hot play as the Orange host Elon on Saturday at 7 o'clock here at the Carrier Dome. After getting just 3 goals from the middies in last week's loss against Notre Dame, the Syracuse midfield stepped up with 12 of the team's 17 goals in their win over Albany. No Stotts, no problem for Syracuse as the top-ranked Orange knocked off number 4 Blue Devils 19-7 with 10 different players getting on the goal sheet. Cardiac Calss was able to hold on to knock off BC 69-61 despite Rakeem Christmas being in foul trouble for most of the game. The Orange are 1-2 when playing away from the Carrier Dome, but the good news is the team heads back to Syracuse to take on Hobart on Tuesday. Reporting from Fetzer Field in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Bailey Lipschultz, Citrus TV. Well, Danielle, the energy here at Manley Fieldhouse was absolutely electrifying as the crowd was packed with hundreds of fans cheering on both their men's and women's teams and sending them to their respective Final Fours. Those in attendance ranged from community members to students with tons of "Let's Go Orange" chants and other cheers to get these players and coaches hyped about everything that they've done. And Danielle, today was a really special moment for the fans and players to sit back and acknowledge the tremendous feats and accomplishments that these teams did to get to their Final Fours. The Syracuse women's basketball team advanced to its first Final Four in program history, beating number 2 South Carolina and dominating Tennessee over the weekend. For Coach Quentin Hillsman, today's send-off was strictly for its players.
We put everything on the line for us to be successful. This day is only about them. It's about them only because they're the ones and they didn't got us.
While Coach Q acknowledged the team, redshirt junior Brittany Sykes thanked the fans.
We thank you for the games you came to, and there were 200 fans to now we're getting 1,000 and 2,000 fans. So we really, really appreciate you, Q's Nation, for that.
The festivities featured statements from Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul, Mayor Stephanie Miner, and a special announcement from County Executive Joni Mahoney.
To declare today Syracuse Basketball Day in the County of Onondaga and the City of Syracuse, and I have 2.
While the celebration had fans excited about their underdog teams, Coach Jim Boeheim shot down any ideas about the teams not deserving to be in the Final Four.
But there's no Cinderellas here. These 2 teams up here deserve to be here. And are every bit capable of winning 2 more games. So thank you. We'll see you soon.
Coach Boeheim and the men's team headed immediately after the pep rally to Houston for their Final Four matchup with UNC, while Coach Q and the women's team have another day of practice and will head to Indianapolis tomorrow around noon. Reporting live outside Manley Fieldhouse, Bailey Lipschultz. Back to you guys in the studio.
Warren Hill.
9 months ago, the Iroquois Nationals won their first ever medal at the World Lacrosse Championships. Thursday night, the team was recognized at halftime of the Syracuse-Albany game, a team that featured OCC transfer Warren Hill, who chose to come to Syracuse because of its ties to his home nation.
Hearing stories, and obviously with Randy and the past ones like Sid and Cody being here, and watching them and wanting to follow in their footsteps, and Keys felt right.
A tradition that started back in 1957 with Oren Lions has benefited both the players and the coaches.
We've got 2 national team players on our team right now with Warren and Randy, so we look forward to them being honored also. So the tradition's been outstanding. I think better here than anywhere in the country.
The Syracuse Iroquois Nation connection goes much deeper than the lacrosse field, also helping out students who aren't athletes.
Promise program with other Native Americans here in school and looking to keep friendships and keep the culture. I think it's very important, and it's great that they have the opportunity here, and it's great that we have the opportunity to have them on the team.
The Haudenosaunee Promise provides full scholarships to members of the nation territories who are in pursuit of their first bachelor's degree. With the program, Syracuse hopes that success doesn't just happen on the field. Bailey Lipschultz, Citrus TV. The Syracuse men's basketball team headed to Chicago for the Sweet 16 earlier today. The Orange will take on Gonzaga Friday night at 9:40. Las Vegas has the Orange as a 4.5-point underdog, though the Zags are 3-3 against Power 5 conference teams this year. However, they come off a 23-point beatdown of third seed Utah. Overall, Gonzaga is a well-rounded team, and Syracuse guard Trevor Cooney recognizes that.
Bahamas, and they're really good. I mean, I saw their game yesterday, and they're really impressive. They got a good inside game, got good guards, very, very well coached. Overall, just a really good team.
In the Sweet 16 for the first time in program history. They arrived in Sioux Falls, South Dakota this morning. They'll take on top-seeded South Carolina on Friday at 7. That game can be seen on ESPN. And on to the NBA. Last night, the Knicks welcomed Russell Westbrook and the Thunder to MSG. Fast forward to the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left. KD for 3, got it. Thunder go up 109-106. The Thunder bench loving it. And on the next possession, though, Langston Galloway says, hey, KD, anything you can do, I can do. Pulling up on Steven Adams, nothing but net, tying the game back up at 109 apiece. Galloway is excited, as well as MSG. Now with 20 seconds left, Thunder down by 2. KD from the mid-range jumper in the net, nothing but net, tying the game back up at 113 apiece. And now the Knicks with the final possession. Aaron Aflalo with the fadeaway, nothing but rim and out. Going to overtime, Aaron Aflalo, a little bit of an ugly shot right there for the final possession. Now the Knicks down by 4 with 1.5 minutes to go in OT. From 3, Langston Galloway does it again, having a career night for the young man. The Knicks now down by just 1. But on the ensuing possession, Russell Westbrook just doing what Russell Westbrook does. Mid-range jumper, rattles in. OKC goes up by 3 and goes on to win 128-122. KD finishing with a season-high 44 points, but Knicks star Kristaps Porzingis was held to just 15. NFL owners approved a 1-year trial that would eject players for 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties in a game. When the owners meet again next year, they will vote to cement the rule change. Owners also voted to move touchbacks after kickoffs to the 25-yard line. And New York Yankees all-star Alex Rodriguez told ESPN New York that he will retire after the 2017 season. The 40-year-old ranks 4th on the MLB all-time list for home runs and won 3 MVPs over his career. He also was a member of 14 all-star teams, though his year-long suspension for performance-enhancing drugs has tainted his legacy. That's all for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.